food shortages are here and will get worse, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKakodash. I'm going to make this short. Anyway, so I put in food shortages. I didn't even hit the filter. Anyway, a lot of these videos from YouTube, all these are YouTube videos. 3 weeks ago, 5 days ago, a month ago, recent. So let me just go down the line. Like I said, I'm not going to make this long because the question is in everybody's mind among the Israelites is, should we stock up? Yeah, if you can stock up, stock up. For the mere fact that prices will go up. It's going to be hard to find the foods that you normally get. And if you find them, if you happen to find the foods, the prices will dramatically be higher. If you buy a particular item, dealing with food right now, if you're dealing with a particular item of food, let's say it costs $10 per unit, a box of 20 or whatever the case may be, and it's $10. In 2 months, 3 months time, you might have a hard time trying to find that food, and mostly non-perishable. You don't want to get foods that's going to go bad on you. The price might be $45. And then maybe a week or two later, it might be $50, $55, $75, $100. Has this happened before? Yeah. In history, absolutely. Recently, Venezuela, look up videos on the state of Venezuela. It got so bad out there that you had to wait on a line for hours to get into a particular market. And then sometimes when you waited on that line, you would get the particular item and it wouldn't be there. That happened in, what is this, Robert Mugabe, damn. I did a video on it a couple of days ago. Zimbabwe. They experienced inflation, and then they started to experience hyperinflation. Hyperinflation comes first when prices slowly rise. Hyperinflation comes in when prices raise dramatically. What's the term? There's a term, can't think of the term. It'll come to me. But I can't think of the daggone term. It'll come back to me. But hyperinflation is when everything, like you can get something in the morning, it's a certain price. Later that afternoon, it might have gone up 50%. Maybe later that night, it might go up 25%. Anyway, I'm just going to go through some of these video titles. And this is Fox Business. This was as of 5 days ago. So this would be considered a mainstream news company. It says major food shortage coming in the next few months. We're already experiencing that with the whole baby formula thing. It says U.S. food shortage. Will the U.S. face a food shortage? Now we look to be protected by the Most High, but you got to use common sense too. There was a situation in the scriptures where they had to help. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can spell it. Let me do it this way. Let me put it in this way. Let me put in drought. Okay, give you a handful of scriptures on drought. But that's not what I want. Let me see. Let me try this. Bear with me for a minute. A drought. I'm sorry. Drought. New Testament. New Test. Testament. New Testament. I know, boy. Bear with me for a minute. Let me do it this way. Bear with me for a minute. Please forgive me. Drought during the time of the Apostle Paul. Okay, I think I found it. Let's see if this is it. Let me do it this way. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Let me do it this way. Okay, 27. Please bear with me. I should have had it up. Let me try it again. Can't find it. Boy, somebody put it in there. Help me out. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. But it says there was a drought in the land. And I believe that was in Antioch. Let me try it this way. Drought. In Paul's time. I hate this. Please forgive me. I can't find it. Somebody put it in the description in the comment section. But anyway, let's get back into this. Okay, here we go. Please forgive me. So let's come back into this. Okay, will the U.S. face a food shortage? This is as of a month ago. And when you go to I know when I go to certain markets, supermarkets, there's certain areas where the shelves are bare, like in this picture right here. Food shortage explained. This was as of a month ago. It's about to get real. See, and Esau mainly gets into that whole prepper mentality, and Jake just go about their business. Jake doesn't see what's going on around them. They don't see what's coming down the pipe. They're just going about their business. Esau is getting ready. I'm talking about the average Jake that doesn't know that he's an Israelite. You Israelites is mindful. You're mindful of everything, man. This truth makes you circumspect. It makes you watch everything. It makes you notice things. Oh, I noticed they're not selling this. The shelves are always empty for this particular food. Then I went to the supermarket 2 weeks later, and there were other things that I like to get that were empty or that were low on. And that causes hoarding. Hoarding takes place. And price gouging. Everything is going up across the board. Your insurance is your home insurance is gonna go up. Your car insurance is gonna go up. You have apps that you watch like Netflix, and so that's gonna go up. I mean, it's been going up, but it's gonna go up. Everything goes up across the board because you have to pay, everybody got to pay more money for things. The first time in history, you have gas that's the average gas price across the nation, I'm talking about America, Babylon, is over $5. You go back 2 months ago, it was 3 something, and you were bitching about that. And they're saying that it's going to there's one place in California, the price of gas is $10 a gallon. And they say that's not going to stop. It's going to go up further. That's when crime is going to go up. So we're living in the fulfillment of the Second Ezra 15, Second Ezra 16, Revelation 6. Hell, most of Revelation is playing out right now. The book of Revelation. No food. This was 8 days ago. No food. As of 7/30/122, which that's a month and change away. Less than 2 months away. July 31st, 2022. Food shortages. Only 70 days food left. Now it's less, it's almost 60 days. Food left, stock up now. Is it true? Well, you see it for yourself. Food, so like I said, Second Ezra chapter 15, Second Ezra chapter 16 is coming to pass. Revelation chapter 6, Revelation, the book as a whole is coming to pass. All the prophecies will be fulfilled in our lifetime. Food shortages, 2022 update. This was 3 weeks ago. In America, the everything shortage will be chaotic. And how are they going to bring order? Through the charagma. 10 items that will soon be impossible to find at grocery stores. And if you can find it, you're going to have to pay a premium for it. We've all been hearing about supply chain issues lately, but what does that really mean for you? Well, here are 10 items that will soon be impossible to find. And you can forget about going to the hospital, so you better not get sick. You better learn some home remedies. You better learn to stay healthy, mainly spiritually healthy. War, supply chain, fuel, this is 6 days ago. War, supply chain, fueling global world food shortages, mourning in America. The secret to beating food shortages and hyperinflation. Famine in 2022. Food shortage 2022 explained. Should you be prepping in the US for shortages? Farmers warn of potential food shortages, mourning in America. ABC News, food crisis, 2 months ago. Global food crisis is coming. General Jack Keane, Fox News, mainstream media, MSM. Farmer warns of higher prices and food shortages coming soon. So if you're lucky enough to find, if you're blessed enough to find the food, it's going to cost you at a premium. So should you stock up a little here and there? Yeah. But don't get like a prepper where you got, 20 bags of 50 pounds of rice that's going to last you, for the next 25 years. You have this thing in the bucket where you get this food that lasts for 25 years. What, that's Franken food, man. There's all kind of chemicals in that food. You got these preppers that are into that. You get this black bucket and the food can last 25 years. That's not real food. Impending global food shortage 3 weeks ago. Food shortages last a chance to stockpile food supply crisis USA. And Edomites are into stockpiling, they're into prepping, they're into that, the culture of prepping. UN, world, Oikoumene sense, on cusp of food shortage. And like I said, you want to go back to normal, your back is against the wall, you have to take the charagma. The CEO of major food brand out of New York. I believe this is a guy that owns D'Agostino's, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, Goya Foods. It says Goya Food, that's a major company. Goya Food CEO, Bob Unanu, argues that, I don't know if he looked like a Latin tribe. The world has weaponized food, described to Fox News. It says CEO of major food brand, which is Goya, issues dire warning. That was a month ago. Biden official claimed food shortage will push farmers to go green. CBN News, 700 Club, Pat Robinson, which is pretty much a major news company. Global food catastrophe coming. Hundreds of millions face starvation, famine. When you go to the word famine in the scriptures, it says experts are warning that the world faces a historic famine. The war in Ukraine is only one of many problems plaguing the global or the world, the whole world in the oikoumene sense. These churches ain't doing nothing, man. These church, man, you IUIC used to stay away from the churches. You might as well go to a damn cemetery. You won't get no kickback, no pushback. They ain't gonna wake up. Just like the churches are not gonna wake up. They're not gonna wake up. It says we're in a crisis right now. This is 4 weeks ago. Farmers sounding alarm bells on balance with Leland Vittert. We have an impending famine, GOP senator. That was 2 months ago. Will the U.S. have food shortages? They already having food shortages. And like I said, Jake is just going about their business. I'm talking about the ones that are not of the elect. They're going about their business like nothing's going to happen. And when all hell breaks loose, everything's going to turn chaotic. Now, when people get desperate and bust into a supermarket and take everything, what do you think the supermarket owners are going to do, the management? You think they're going to come back with more food? They're going to close shop. And you ain't going to have food. And then you're going to go to people, neighbors' houses. The scriptures tell you that in Acts, no, it's not Acts, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. It speaks about their neighbors. The love of many shall wax cold. You're looking for yourself and your family. Cannibalism is coming back in America, to America. Putin breaks his silence 8 days ago. Putin breaks his silence on the food crisis, blames the West for ongoing global food crisis. And the US is known for, bringing sanctions against nations. You should be reading Habakkuk 2, the whole chapter. Food crisis looms over the world. Russia blames what? Western sanctions for the global food shortage. And the US is blaming the Russian-Ukraine war, which has been going on since 2014. CBN, Pat Robinson's channel, global food catastrophe coming, hundreds of millions face starvation. So Israel's gonna get caught out there, man. You trying to figure out whether you're Kemetic or not, you better start figuring out what you're gonna eat. This was as of 2 months ago, more to survive. It says it's not all about food shortage, which is Porch Time 2022. The year of the most Yahweh Hashem Yahushai turning up. Walmart food shortage 2022. Walmart price increases 2022. Still no chicken. And Jake loves chicken. Walmart food shortage 2022. No fresh fruit, veggies, and peanut butter. So if you can stock up a little, stock up. But ultimately trust in the Most High. Read Isaiah 65. You can start from the 9th verse. We shall eat, a servant shall eat, but they shall not eat. So really, we're not worried about that. But for the sake of not paying higher prices, and for the sake of getting things that you might not be able to get 2 months from now. Inside of the next 6 months, I see all hell breaking loose. All hell breaking loose, not all hell. But then again, all hell could be breaking loose in 6 months. We could be out of here inside of maybe the beginning of 2023. That would be nice. Food shortage solutions, eat the enemy. Whatever that means. Is a food shortage imminent? This was 2 months ago. Food shortages are going to hit us very soon. Here's why. That was 2 months ago. Chef Andre's Ukraine ports need to open to prevent global food shortages because Ukraine supplies all of Europe. If you read reports, grain, and you need grain, and it's going to affect the whole world. Biden, this is another one. Biden warning of possible food shortages due to Russia-Ukraine war. That was 2 months ago. Food shortage coming, 15 things you can do. I might want to watch that one. That was as of 1 day ago. How prepared are you? Is there really going to be a food shortage, 2022 food crisis. 2022 food shortage explained. This is why food shortages are inevitable. There's an Edomite right there. Esau is up on things, man. The children of this world are wiser in their generation than the children of light. The children of light are you Israelites. 3 weeks ago, Walmart food shortage 2022. Shop with me and no onions or chicken. Walmart food shortage month ago. 2022, no more price increases, including butter again. 10 grocery store food shortages you need to know about now, 8 days ago. The coming food catastrophe. Food that might be hard to find in 2022. That looks like that's salmon right there. 6 items to stock up on now. Prepper Pantry haul food shortages 2 weeks ago. U.S. accuses Russia of triggering global food crisis. I'll look at a few more. Russia, global food crisis, 180 million could die. Global price rises and shortages, a catastrophe. Supply shortages plague grocery stores nationwide. That's the country. CBS Evening News. So this is not, I'm not reading from these titles from Alex Jones, and, these alternative news media. I'm reading it from the actual mainstream news. Mainstream media, CBS, Fox News, CNN. And Jay got their head stuck up their asses. How to deal with food shortages. Another so he appears to be an Edomite. Esau is up on this. The children of this world are wiser than the children of life, of light, of food shortage and raising prices. Let me do this. Let me do this here. Let me do this. Let me go, bear me for a minute. Yeah, Jake, the ones that are asleep, the ones that didn't want it, and there's no excuse now. Pretty much every Jake heard this truth. Okay, this is a channel that I listen to, the Angry Prepper. There's Jake from out of New York. Here comes the pain, month of trouble ahead. DHS, well, it says months of trouble ahead. This is from the DHS, the Department of Homeland Security. It says it's going to be chaotic in the next couple of months. The depopulation report, he might be in trouble. Hudson Valley Prepper. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Let me take the word prepper. Watch how many Edomites are in there prepping. 15 hours ago. Insane gas prices prediction. This is nuts, and it's going to get worse. And then on top of that, you're going to have fuel shortages where you have to pay, you might pay $12, $15 for a gallon of gas, but wait on the line for 2 hours. Hard times is coming. Richard Pryor said, hard times. He said, it wasn't even a year for it. It wasn't even a year. It was just called hard times. They said how to grow food after the world ends. Insane is what I'm reading out of Canadian Prepper. I believe I subscribe to this guy. You're supposed to be circumspect. 20 hours ago, Inside Information warned us of empty shelves. Tell, are you prepared? Are you prepared? 5 prepping items to get before it's illegal. Stop prepping. It's a waste of time. Beware, this was as of 3 hours ago. Beware, threat level rising. Preppers take action. And Edomites, they're keeping their guns because they know what's going to happen. They, in the back of their mind, they're thinking martial law, because when chaos ensues, that's when you're going to have to send the troops in. A breakdown of society, auto ad KO. Warning, this is, and you women, Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah, what is that? We went through it, Isaiah 32:9. Isaiah 32:9. Just off from 7, but I'm gonna go right to 9. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Because they're the weaker vessel. When chaos ensues, women are going to be running and hiding and scared. 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years. Now let me click on that. Let me do it this way. It means days of a year. Then what the hell happened? Many days and years. It might not tell me anything, but let's see. Let's see what the commentary says. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. You go to the supermarket to get things, you're not going to have anything. The baby formula. Okay, yeah. Cambridge Bible, they get it right this time. For schools and colleges, many days and years. The Hebrew reads literally days beyond a year. Days beyond 1 year. It's a year and day. Because when all hell breaks loose, they're going to introduce the charagma. And when that happens, we know that we have mere months before the destruction comes and the deliverance comes. So that's beautiful. Let them stop dragging your feet, Esau. Stop dragging your foots. Summer of conflict. Summer of conflict. Prepare for a summer of chaos so they can bring in order with the charagma. Will our country survive this? 1 day ago, no imports, no truckers because of the gas. Diesel, if you go to the station, the regular gas is $5. The diesel is going to be $6.99, $7. And as the gas prices go up, the diesel prices go up even further. So if you got $10 gallon gas, you're going to have like $13 a diesel. Truckers use diesel. They don't use regular gas. And they're not getting raises. The price is not going up. Price is going to go up if you get anything. If you find something that you hard to find and you find it, look to pay a higher price. So should we try to stockpile a little bit? Yeah, if you're going to ask me that question. But we're spiritual people, so you don't got to get like a prepper. See, Esau's prepping because they're carnal men and women. People are getting desperate. That's 19 hours ago. If you feel led to help support our channel, Charles Nanner predicts worldwide ruin and loss of life 3 weeks ago, 2 billion dead next year. That's his prediction. Preppers are officially in serious trouble. Target stores sending clear and terrifying message. Say goodbye, all gone for good. Certain items they don't carry anymore. Scriptures speak about coming against your neighbors. WW3 to start. In Black Sea, Trump predicts nuclear war. Here they come 2 weeks ago. The everything shortage, global food shortage, and the World Economic Forum, Davos 2022, this was 7 days ago, not even about a week ago. Global famine in 50 days. So we're talking less than 2 months. Lock your doors, it is starting. 1 day ago, lock your doors. They are coming for preppers. Iran and Russia threaten global trade. See, this country, America, Babylon, produces very little. They used to be the world producer of most things. That's how they became rich. Stockpile steals. This was put up a year ago. 20 best emergency Costco deals. Stockpile prepping shopping tips list October, November 2020. Game over. Alert National Guard place on ready. Go alert in all 50 states. I gotta watch that. Let me click on that. So I can save it. Let me actually, God, that title caught me. Here comes the pain, the angry prepper. He's from out of the Bronx, I believe, out of New York. 15 hours ago, it's happening. Walmart, you see Walmart there. Now you got a Jake, he's a prepper. They lied, brace yourself now, prep now, economic hurricane coming. 15 foods cheaper at Walmart. It said 15 foods you should be buying at Walmart before hyperinflation hits. Before this place becomes Venezuela or Zimbabwe or the Weimar Republic. Get food. They are going to starve you out. Get this Bill Gates of hell, he's buying up a lot of land. Food as a weapon. Get food stockpile now. They are going to starve you out. What does it say in 2nd Ezra 15 and 2nd Ezra 16? Second Ezra 15. Matter of fact, let me get that right quick. And Jake definitely ain't ready. They don't know what the hell's going on. It's business as usual with Jake. Okay, let's come down here. Around about the 50th some odd verse. This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 50. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. The heat shall arise that is set over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord? If thou hast not always slain my chosen, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect, exalting the stroke of thine hands. This is on Esau. The time of Jacob's trouble is also the time of Esau's trouble. And saying over there, dead when thou was drunken with your philosophies. You thought you were going to rule forever. Set forth the beauty of thy countenance, the reward of thy whoredom, it's talking about Babylon, shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, which is payback. That's true reparations. Likewise, as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect, even so shall the Most High do unto thee. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the faith, patience, and faith of the saints. Your future is captivity, destruction and captivity, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword of the field. The modern sword is the gun. That's why they want to collect your weapons when they declare martial law. They don't want, the troops don't want anything being shot back at them. They that be in the mountains, your mountaintop, your preppers going up into the mountains, shall die of hunger because they're going to run out of food. They're going to run out of supplies and eat their own flesh, the flesh of their children, the flesh of their old mothers, their fathers. Anybody that dies in that commune, they're going to eat them, cut them up, because there's not going to be anything to eat. And guess what? Them animals ain't going to be nowhere around you because you're going to eat up all the deers. And drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Thou as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again. In other words, when the ones of you that escape from that, you're going to go to other places, and it's going to be, you're going to catch hell in these new places. Watch the movie Road. Watch the movie Road. What is that? R-O-A-D. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring it up. the movie Road, The Road, The Road. And you got to pay for it as a classic movie. The Road came out in 2009. You're going to get an idea of what's going to happen in this country. The Road movie trailer. That's a trailer. The Road 1 to 9 clips, movie clips. Let me see something. Let me try something. Let me try something. Bear with me for a minute. Let me see if I can get it. That's Logan's Run. I don't want that. Let's see if the Lord is with me on this one. The Road. Okay, no, that's that's not it. What is that site? Is it Vimeo? Vimeo? Let me try Vimeo. Vimeo. Venmo, I'm sorry, Venmo. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Venmo. Venmo. See what comes up. Venmo. Ways to pay with Venmo. Let me do it this way. Don't give me this. Venmo. No, that's different. That's to pay bills. It's a movie channel. Is it Vimeo? I don't go to it that much, so I'm try it this way. Damn, man, I hate that. I hate that. Okay, let me see. Vimeo, Vimeo, Vimeo. Vimeo. Okay, let me go here. Let me put in the road. See if it'll come up. Do it again. The Road. Yeah, it's hard to get because it's a classic movie. It's a classic movie. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Shalom.